to the music examination. The hosts of the show are Zag, Ness, and Curtis, who will be discussing, debating, and dissecting classic rock and roll. Let the show begin.
And we're off, aren't we? How's it going, guys?
It looks like it.
Well,
We're all right.
It's going.
Cool. Excellent. Anything happening?
Summer's over.
So yes, I know. Summer's over now. So now time for the cooler weather and heavier clothing and, stuff like that.
I had to turn the heat on in the car this morning.
I know. I've had to do it, too. It's like you have to turn the defrosters on to help clear the window a little bit.
Mike's favorite time of the year, though. Mike's a winter guy.
Yes, he is.
No, he is not.
All right. So the topic for today is the what is it, like art album covers that
Is it important?
Yes,
Album
it
art
is.
covers?
Yes, album covers now that with streaming and stuff like that, there's no need for the album art that was back
It's a
in
shame.
70s and that. That's kind of what the topic's going to be today, right?
That's good for me.
Okay.
Howard,
All right.
lead us off, brother.
No, go ahead.
Speak your piece.
I pick you.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you start with you?
You're the winner.
I'm
You're
the
the
winner.
winner.
Yeah,
I feel like a winner.
I drew numbers earlier today, and
You were picked.
yeah, you were picked.
Okay. No, I just said that a lot of the albums we grew up on and stuff, they were more pieces of art than just kind of just something slapped together. I mean, sit there and get the album, stare at it for hours and hours, sort of figure it out. And some of them had cutouts in there, like Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, or some girls who could slide it in and out and it would do stuff.
Yep.
And
Well, even
Rolling Stones had the zipper on theirs, and
Zeppelin 3 had the little spinning wheel.
right, the Foghat had the one where every time you put it back with the rest of your albums, it would tear off part of the letters and
Yeah,
stuff.
because
on
the
it.
Foghat
Because
Live
it
was
stuck
X'd
out.
Yeah.
Didn't presents come with a certain number of them came with a thing? It was almost looked like a statue.
Oh, the one on the cover?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was
don't know what they
like
call-
not an actual stat. Was it just
It's called something, a lynx or something like that.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. There was supposed to be something about that too. Yeah.
And they're like a collectible item now.
Yeah,
There
I
were
heard,
only
yep.
like so many made, and
Yep, I heard about that.
then they got people selling them. I guess they got 3D printers now, so the people sell them off 3D printers and.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's a big deal. But
Yeah, it
I
had
didn't
that-
even know that.
Yeah, it had that little twist to the to the thing. But yeah, I heard something about that recently.
And was it Alice Cooper? What's the album with the desktop?
School's Out?
School's Out. Didn't it have like a condom in it or something like that? You opened it because the original opened.
Right. Open like a
The
desk.
later copies didn't, and it had. I think it came with like a condom.
Oh, really?
And then the other one came with a pair of women's underwear. Muscle of Love, I think.
I heard about that. That's right. I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't happen today.
No,
and especially streaming. But even CDs, you don't get anything extra anymore inside a CD. Maybe a bonus disc or something. But back in the day, like Mike said, you used to get fan club stuff. You'd get some kind of a trinket or cutout or something, poster.
I remember one of the Leonard Skinner albums I bought had a piece of paper in there if you want to order merchandise.
Yeah.
And that. I remember stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of bands did that.
Like kids, do they even like hang posters anymore? Remember posters? They were a big deal. You'd get like the Aerosmith bootleg album came with the poster.
Yep.
You hung up on the wall.
The Kiss Alive
Kiss
album.
came
had
with all
that.
kinds of
Kiss
stuff.
had all kinds of posters,
Stickers.
I don't think posters are a thing anymore.
No.
Even.
Oh no, they don't.
And it all died out after albums and all these kind of stuff that we used to get.
Yep.
Because like I remember getting an album. And you get the lyrics, you get everything inside of it.
Yes.
It was like a thing to open it, put it on, listen to it. While you're listening to it, you were looking at it.
Yeah. I know. You just hopefully when you buy the album, they'll fold out open one instead of just the individual sleeve one, because there was all the different artwork inside there.
And then once in a while you get like a really bad one. You're like, look, this cover's like lame. You like a white cover with just lettering on it. You're like, what the hell? You got all these guys with like Pink Floyd and stuff with complicated album covers, and you get someone comes out with one, it's just nothing to it.
Yeah, just a basic.
Didn't put much effort into any kind of that joke on that. But
it's like who's the art director with this band that because like I say, there was always there was always something like you said, like Ness said earlier, that you're trying to figure out what the album cover meant. Was it something that went, with a hidden message or something like that?
Well, there's something. Album covers are pretty busy themselves. You're just kind of looking around. So, okay, what's in there? Usually they kind of hide stuff. Then they get the gatefold ones.
Yep.
And like Mike was saying, the white ones or the black ones were stupid because after a certain amount of time, you'd wear out and you'd see the ring around your ears.
Yeah.
And make your album look like crap.
Right.
Or if it was a really cool one, you tried to keep it together. Like I had
Try to keep the plastic on it.
the Alice Cooper from the Inside album.
Okay.
The back doors opened up on it.
Okay.
And then I was putting the album in one time, and it ripped the back, put a cut in the back door jammer that was cut out. I'm like, son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, I know.
And then the front opened too, I think. The front cover opened.
Okay.
It had his face, and I think that opened up or it did something. But yeah, now, those days are gone.
So what are kids hanging on their walls now? They're not putting posters up.
I don't think they do it.
I don't even know. Because remember, you used to be able to go to the store where you buy the albums, if it was Music Stop or Peaches or a local store, and you'd be able to buy posters of the band and stuff like that.
I had that big Aerosmith one. It covered half my wall up. Had that and a Nugent one.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yep.
And I forgot, I got it like at Harmony House or something. But yeah, you don't even see that anymore.
No.
You don't see. I don't see anybody selling posters.
Nope.
Rock City and Garden City. I think they still have the
Do
thing
they?
where you slide the door.
Oh, really?
The things there, and they've got the
Really?
not a lot, but yeah, it's not.
That place is. I've gone in there, but man, they're like try to find something. Nothing's in alphabetical
not really
order.
organized.
He's like, well, these
we
new
were in.
CDs
I
came
took
and
you in there.
Oh,
you
yes,
you
yes.
bought a ZZ Top shirt, I think.
Yes.
He throws them on the shelf and lets you try to find them.
Yeah.
It's kind of all cut up, but yeah, it's an old time store though. You're right.
Yeah.
He would have probably had posters.
Yeah. No, those were neat. That was fun because you'd wait. Sometimes bands would put out a different poster, or the poster would come out correlating to if they had an album coming out or something like that. And that.
There was way more thought into it than
Yeah,
there is
you
now.
can't really look at it like a CD cover and go, no,
Right, yeah.
it's
Yeah, it's different.
it's not as big and in your face.
Right.
And then as you get older, then you can't even read them unless you have reading glasses.
Yeah.
Or the
magnifying
liner
glass.
notes, yeah. It's like, I can't.
I know.
I don't know.
Can't
I
even
think
read,
this
can't
is,
even read the songs in the back.
you're not even
I
sure
know.
if you bought the right CD. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
think I know this logo.
Yeah.
this might be them. And then getting back to like the wearing out the albums and stuff, and Mike was put the plastic on the albums. Chrysalis Record was notorious for having the stupid plastic inner sleeve.
Yeah, that stuck to the album.
It,
got all
it never went back in the right way.
Yes.
It wouldn't sit, and then when it would, the actual album itself wouldn't sit flat because the plastic was all
All bunched
bunged
up,
up
yep.
and stuff.
Pushing out the album,
my God, I
pushing
hated
out the
that.
album outside stuff. It was a pain.
That was
yeah.
so frustrating.
Yeah.
What I would do is I would actually, if I had an old album and stuff, I got rid. Or actually, I actually went to Sam's Jams or whatever and stuff, buy like $1 album and stuff, get rid of that, and to take
Take
the,
the
you know,
sleeve,
the
sleeve out
the
of there.
paper out of there and
paper
put it
out
in
of
there.
that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like,
I know. I hated that. You
gosh.
buy the album and you open it up and go, fuck. It's got
It's one of those. It's one of those.
And then you put the album on and you played the first song and it skipped.
yeah. Yep.
So you got a shitty sleeve and you got an album you got to take back.
Yeah.
Remember going back? Yeah, the album skips. All right, go to the bin and get another one.
Yeah, they never really fought you on that.
No.
A couple of times they'd take it from you, they'd go put it on their
Turntable, yep.
turntable.
Yeah.
And it'd
Yep.
pop and you go, okay, yep, you're right. So apparently I began the record process. So I guess the first song on each album and stuff, there was
That would suck
flip
now.
chop.
Yeah.
That would suck now. What do you spend $40 on a vinyl album now? And if it
today?
skips,
Oh, that would be yes.
You got to know it still happens though, right?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
sure it
yeah.
does.
oh, they are thicker. There's a thicker vinyl they're using now, but
Yep.
But again, it's like if a guy has most of those albums are double albums now because if somebody puts 15 songs or 12 songs on a CD, you can't fit it on one record.
No.
So now you're paying $60.
Yes, for a double album.
But they're still doing it. They're still selling them.
Yeah, they seem pretty hot now. The albums are, or they wouldn't be putting them out.
Yeah.
I go to that Barnes and Noble over there by Oakland Mall. And
Yeah.
you go there. They got a nice rack of albums.
Oh yeah, I got them now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Best Buy quit carrying
Yeah.
CDs, but then when they were putting albums out.
Yep.
But
No,
I do kind of miss.
Yeah,
that.
it was an experience too. You bought the album, and then you sat down with your headphones and you perused the album, the liner notes, and again, if it was a gatefold, you open it up, try to figure out what the heck's going on, and
Right.
And
Then
some of
sometimes
these,
they etched a message on the
yeah,
inside.
and the outer groove of the record
groove
itself.
of the album.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know, you
Yeah.
kind of hear that by sometimes you'd hear about it, you didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went back to every album I had. I'm looking for nope, nothing there.
was it?
Nothing there.
Somebody had one
nothing
on
there.
like almost every album for a long. I think it was Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Really.
They had a message like on every album. On
Which
that
is kind of
Okay.
smart. I mean, kind of clever, but
Oh yeah.
can't do
That'd
that
be-
now.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
no.
there was no.
No.
Not because I don't think every artist is putting albums out now. So
No.
and that.
I like a lot of those guys too. Is the guys that used to do that? Roger Dean used to do all the Yes albums. And Pink Floyd, he made a whole career out of just making album covers.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that did the Molly Hatchet album, Frank Fazetta and stuff.
Well, there was that documentary on that guy that did the Floyd albums and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
it was like a documentary. I think it
No,
was
that
on
Hugh
was,
Netflix.
Syme?
that was Hugh Syme. He did all.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
he did
right,
a
yeah.
lot of the
Rush ones.
Rush and
Yeah.
somebody else used
Zeppelin.
them
He
a lot.
did a couple Zeppelin ones. He did Houses of the Holy.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He talked about the whole taking the picture, and he was trying to get it, the whole album, but he ended up splicing. If you look at the album, you can kind of see where he double shot something and spliced it together to make it look better, because when he was trying to get the picture, he couldn't do something with the amount of the kids that he had in the shot. and
Did
stuff like that.
was he the one that did the Robin Trower one, the Bridges size, the one where they had like the ball that kind of, there was like a half circle, then it was a ball, it was kind of like a 3D type thing.
Okay.
I think it was the album the Bridges size was on.
I think that's the
Yeah.
album.
So anyway,
Kinda gotta-
yeah, guys like that made the whole career.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, you saw a documentary.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
awesome.
just, there was as much put into that as there was making the album.
Oh yeah, it was.
I
it
never
was,
knew the Police album Synchronicity. There's like 25 versions of that album cover. And
Really?
yeah,
Really?
look it up, Google it one time. So there's a couple that are like worth a lot of money because they only printed so many of certain ones. So you know how the colored strips were on there and then
Yeah.
their faces were in them.
Yeah.
There's different versions of the strips colored. There's different pictures on them. It's unbelievable how many different versions, and I never knew that.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
it was-
like
What
you
was
might
the
have
reasoning?
you might have a different cover than I had, and I don't know where they were all released, but there's some that are like really rare. And there's these record collectors, there's people that want them all.
Oh, they're probably
But there's at
going-
least I think it's over 25 or 30 covers for Synchronicity.
oh, so all the collectors are going
It's
bonkers
crazy.
trying to find them all.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, that was the same with supposedly with In Through the Outdoors, the inner sleeve.
Oh yeah, if you got it wet, it turned color.
colors. Yeah, they're supposed to be about
It did
3 or
work.
4.
I had one like that. And you had to take.
What?
Yeah,
It
you
was
didn't know about that?
first of all, it was cool because it came in a brown paper bag.
Yes. Yep.
So looking at a grocery bag, you pulled it off.
Yep.
It was the inner sleeve.
The
We
inner
pulled
sleeve,
out
yeah,
one
the
where
inner
Jimmy
Paper
sit-
sleeve the album came
No.
in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one where Jimmy's at the bar and stuff.
Yes.
Or the guy.
And there was that-
If you took your finger
Yep,
and just
and you
kind of
just-
smudged it in a couple spots, color would pop up.
Yeah.
Almost like
Really?
Yeah.
I never
It,
There was like
it
four
worked.
different, like four
Yeah.
different colors.
Yeah. It was kind
I
of.
never heard that.
It
There
was really
Yeah,
cool.
a couple of I remember that because a couple of the big Zeppelin guys, freaks from high school,
Yeah.
were buying a bunch of albums. They're trying to make sure they got like all the 4 colors and stuff like that.
Oh,
Right.
each one had a different color when you licked it?
Yeah, when you licked it, it would be blue or red or I think it was yellow.
Really?
And, yeah,
I think mine was yellow.
I
yeah.
want to go to the record store, just pull one
Yeah, I
out of
got-
the
See, I don't know if that
rack
would
and
work
see if
now,
it'll
though.
work.
I wonder if I still have I think I still have the vinyl if I went downstairs. And,
Just, yeah.
I know
I'm
if you
sure it
have
probably doesn't work
if
now.
you have one that's unopened with the paper bag,
Yeah.
that's worth money.
Really? Okay.
when you were buying stuff like that, you didn't
Oh, you never
think
No,
thought.
you're not thinking of
Yeah, you
that.
never thought about
I'm going to leave it in the brown bag.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna, not open the thing. But
Right.
now, that's these record collectors are.
Had we known.
Well, yeah, because
Everybody knows about the Beatles one, the Butcher cover. They covered it.
oh yeah,
It came out. It was controversial, so they instead of throwing them all away, they took a sticker and covered them.
yeah,
And you got to peel the sticker off, and those are worth like mega money, like
Really?
you're thousands. if you
Beggar's
want one of those.
Banquet.
Okay.
That was originally shot. It was
Which
a
one?
toilet. The Stones, Beggar's Banquet. So they had to actually turn that. I mean, because it was a picture of a toilet with graffiti on there and stuff. So they had
Right,
to
yeah,
clean
they-
that up.
yep,
Yeah. So they ended up making that look a white album.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that.
And then
That's
the
what I mean.
Some Girls
you
one-
won't have that happen.
Now, the
now.
Some Girls one, if you got the original one that actually has Hollywood actresses in there,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
worth money. I don't. I have the regular one.
Yeah, I don't think
I got that one,
Yeah.
but it's a little.
And again,
beat
that
up,
was one of
so-
those too. Where you put the damn thing back in the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
and it would
yeah.
catch on one of the little
Yeah,
cutouts,
yeah,
and you're going, "Damn it!"
Yeah, I know.
And you had to put it in right for the faces
Yeah.
to show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you didn't put the album in the right way, if you put it in maybe upside down or something, it wouldn't go in the right way.
Right.
And it would,
Yeah.
oh, my
yeah, yeah.
Well, when you think about it, I mean, that was kind of half of the fun.
Yeah, it was.
And then now, nobody, because of streaming and CDs,
Yeah.
none of that creativity's in there anymore. I mean, they might get a guy doing a cool cover, but it's so small.
Yeah.
It's not-
You don't
yeah.
appreciate
It's the size
it.
of a
you know?
CD.
I mean,
yeah.
we've all seen people that framed album covers.
Oh,
They
yeah.
take their
Yeah.
album and they frame them and put them on a wall or something.
Yep.
I got one of those Jay Giles Bloodshot albums with the red vinyl. Back then, colored vinyl, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Now they got, you ever look at the advertisements for these things, it's blood splashed, and they got all these different colored vinyls. Back then, a colored vinyl was a big deal.
Right, yep.
They were all black.
Yes.
And Giles released their the first, I don't know how many copies on red.
Okay.
And that was like a big deal. But nowadays, it's common for you to go out and buy a vinyl with colors and splatches, and
Yeah.
somebody just did one with their blood in it or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Kiss did that. That was a comic book they did that for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I'm not hearing
Yeah.
about that. But
Speaking of kids, what happened? Gene Simmons can't drive. He got in a car accident.
oh, really?
Yeah.
And Ace Frehley fell.
Well, he
They're all
said
falling apart.
he said that, or Shannon said, his wife said it was because he doesn't like to take water, which
He
I
was
don't understand that.
dehydrated.
He was
water.
dehydrated, and he passed
doesn't-
out or fainted.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Like
He
to
doesn't
drink
like water, drinking water.
Really?
What does he like to drink? He doesn't drink.
Don't know. It just
Yeah, he
it
doesn't
didn't
drink,
just
yeah.
went on to say Shannon said that he doesn't like taking water and stuff. So
Okay.
he's
Interesting.
not-
Yeah, he doesn't drink alcohol. So it's all
no,
like-
so I don't know. if
Apparently
he's-
doesn't like to drive a car either.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he admitted, he goes, yeah, I'm one of the bad drivers out there. I figured he'd have somebody drive for him, but then again, he'd have
you
to pay
figure,
him.
Yeah, you figure you just have a hire
Yeah,
a chauffeur.
he can't afford someone to drive him around.
No, he's kind of
He's
pinching his pennies.
cutting
isn't he?
back.
Yeah, he's
only
got to cut
worth
back
a couple
on.
$100 million.
Yeah, he's not touring anymore.
Yeah.
You
He's-
got to watch how he spends it.
Well,
Yeah.
be careful. They'll be touring.
Oh,
again.
I'm
They're doing the
thinking,
50th anniversary, 50-year anniversary at the
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
No, they've got the Vegas gig lined up.
Okay.
No makeup, though,
but they
right?
haven't said what they're going to do. If they're going to do
They're going to
makeup
do
or
a
not.
no makeup tour with the after makeup
With
stuff.
with
That's the
Bruce
next
and
thing.
yeah, I figured that was probably going to happen.
Think about it. It's way less work.
Yeah.
You don't have to travel around with a show, and
Right.
so, and they want to make money. Gene's got to make some money.
Oh yeah.
Now, you the guys have the Roxy Music album cover with the two girls on the front in their
No,
underwear.
I didn't have that.
Which one's that one?
The two girls that were
Yeah.
sitting
Yep.
there.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had that. I came to Roxy Music later on.
Yeah. So yeah, I
But
kind
I
of
did. But the album did catch my eye. I go, I might want to listen to this.
Well,
Hey,
now
I
they
don't
cover
know.
that one up in the rack.
And that was a good part about album covers.
Yeah.
You would have stuff like that, and it
Oh,
would
Jimi
be like,
Hendrix, the Electric Ladyland,
yeah,
where the whole inside cover's a bunch of naked women.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
And a couple. Well, the one Scorpions, the original cover of Virgin Killer. That
Well, they had a couple.
I've got the Love Drive one on the inside
With
with,
the
the
bub-
hand
yeah,
with the bubble gum.
Yeah,
I bought
yep.
that when I was in Europe and stuff. It's actually a CD.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
They had,
You could, yeah, you
they had
could,
that one. They had
Yeah, the Virgin
They had
Killer one there.
In Trance, where the ladies Nip was showing.
Yep.
They ended up having to blacken that out.
Yep.
And then Virgin Killer, that was a bad one.
Well, that one, it was released overseas.
Right.
I think when it came here or whatever,
they
they had to
wouldn't let
change
them do
it
it here.
Yeah, they wouldn't let it happen here.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, I heard. Yeah,
can't
I've
believe
heard
they
about.
did that.
Yeah.
And then they had Love Drive. They had like 3 or 4 of them that got.
Oh, yeah.
And Love at First Thing got banned eventually.
Oh, with the
If you ever
with the
look
guy.
at later versions, it's just like a blank cover or.
Yeah, because
Really?
the original one was
I don't even know what the problem was. It was a girl.
Getting tattooed on her,
Getting
on her thigh,
Yeah.
outside of her leg.
well, because she had that high cut outfit on or whatever. So
That
they,
became controversial.
yeah,
Really.
Yeah.
yeah.
And some of these rap artists and stuff are dropping F-bombs and everything else,
Yeah,
but
I know,
that's okay.
You're right. But
Don't
yeah.
you dare show upper thigh,
upper thigh
or a
high
nipple.
hip or a high hip or something. Yeah,
Yeah, do the Elaine thing.
Yeah.
Elaine Christmas card.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
You
I
want a
see
Christmas
that.
card? I got you a
Yeah,
Christmas
I think I see.
But again, that was part of the fun, man. I mean,
Yeah. Ohio players used to have some really risque album covers too. I never knew what their music was about either, but every time you go to the record store, you go,
even the
"Son of a pup."
was it the Stylistics? They had a couple that were controversial.
Yeah, it's like, oof.
But now you don't hear anything like that.
No.
No, it's gotten pretty. Like you guys are saying, streaming. It's like, why would you need an album cover?
No. I mean,
Because you'd sit down and you'd stare at that in the line items while you're listening to the
Open it
music,
up.
the whole album, not just a single.
Right.
Not
Well,
just
you know,
2 songs. You would sit from front to back, and then you'd listen all the way through
And
the whole time.
if you ever watch kids now, because now people got Spotify, Apple, they got
did, but the police told
they
me
got
not to do that
YouTube
anymore.
music. Like my son, I've driven in a car with him when he's driving and he's got his radio hooked up to his phone.
Yeah.
He never plays a full song.
Not even a full one
he'll go,
song?
Dad, check this song out, and he'll play it, and I'll go, not really me, and so he'll be sitting there jamming to it, and halfway through he switches it. And one day I just said, do you ever listen to the whole song? How does it end? Do you even know? They don't listen to the whole song.
yeah.
Little ADD.
It's weird.
They listen to the part that they always play on commercials or on the radio, and then all of a sudden, okay, the hip part's done. All right,
don't
I'll go to
get
the
it.
next one. You know?
It drives me nuts because it's aggravating driving.
Is he kind of like the TV guy too? He just can't land on the station either?
I'm telling you.
He do-
I have never heard him listen to a whole song, ever. Even when he was living at home, I mean, he'd be doing something. He'd pick his phone up halfway through and switch it. And I finally said,
Yeah.
"I've never seen you listen to an entire song."
What does he say to that?
Give me that.
Nothing.
Did you start wrestling with them? I'm going to hold your phone and stuff like that. So we can listen to the whole damn song. I'm going to make you listen to this song.
Not only is the music bad, it's aggravating. Although he's changed a little. He's not all rapper anymore. He listens to some of these.
That was a phase.
Yeah,
Yep.
They all come back eventually.
but
They realize it's one dimensional.
but as far as an album cover,
That the Stones
I don't
are
even-
forever.
I don't even know if my kids know what they are.
Yeah.
You know, they probably don't even look at the cover when they stream it.
Really?
Yeah, they just go by the song.
Ooh, here's another one too. If you wore it out enough, the cover, and if you had it like on your shelf,
Yeah.
the actual album would come through the
Pop out.
spine.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you would
Yeah, you couldn't
wouldn't even
read
know what the hell
you
you were.
didn't even know what album
you didn't know
was
what album
there.
it was.
Yeah, that was the one. That wasn't the double one. It was a single one.
No, it was a single one that
eventually-
would just come
it
through there,
eventually
and it's
pushed its
like,
way through because you're constantly taking the album in and out of the
Yeah.
thing, pushing it back in,
So by the time
sticking
you
it
just
into
saw,
the thing,
you know,
pulling
And
it
then
out.
once in a while,
First 3 letters, the roll.
Once in a while, someone would release one of them was Draw the Line. It was like a matte finish. So Draw the Line was a white album with a matte finish,
Yep.
and they got filthy.
Yes.
That the ring came through
yes,
right away.
and you'd get your fingerprints on it.
Yeah, you
You're
get
like
the-
you were reading a dirty newspaper or something.
Yeah,
you have,
you have
smudge
the
marks on
oils,
it.
the oils from
In
the
fact,
skin.
they had that. They did that on that, and the live bootleg was a matte finish. That didn't have a shiny finish
Right.
to
Yep.
it either.
Yep.
I didn't smudge on
And those
as bad
wore
as
out
the
real quick,
Draw
and they
the Line.
collected dirt quick.
Yeah.
Can't wipe it off.
Yep.
No, because you'd ruin a thing. You'd ruin the album. You
Yeah.
tried to wipe it down with something.
Right.
Then you remember kind of later on, probably when we were kind of starting to phase albums out, they started using a thinner cardboard.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Oh, yes.
They started
Yeah, 'cause it
getting
was,
kind of chintzy.
Right, because
To the point where you couldn't even read the band's name on the spine.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like a
you-
thinner cardboard,
Yep.
flimsier.
Yeah, you had to be really gentle putting the album in and
Yeah.
out because you would rip the cardboard a lot easier because you used to some of the older
Just
ones.
like CDs when they came out, they came in those long boxes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
didn't last long.
I know.
I always thought that was kind of stupid. It's like
You're
you got
right,
little
that was a
CD and
waste.
long box. The rest of the box was
Unless
empty.
that was a deterrent for people stealing it or something.
I don't know what
Could-
the purpose
could be.
was.
But I mean, yeah, you could hit somebody
it's
with
either
that
that
thing.
or it's either that or they would, because back then when they were getting them, sometimes they would put them in the bins with the albums, so you needed the long thing.
Oh,
maybe that's why.
All right, so they would stand up to
Stand up
album
into-
height.
yeah,
You're
so-
right. If you got so and so's albums, then you got the CDs.
Do you remember
Put
the
it
first
together.
CD you got?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Yep.
What was it?
It was Gary Moore's After the War. It was
Really?
the very
Do you remember yours?
because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find an album. I didn't even have a CD player yet.
Oh,
So
really?
I bought the CD. My brother-in-law had a CD player and he had a cassette deck, and I had him record the album on cassette for me so I could listen to it before I bought a
That's
CD
funny.
player.
I don't remember.
think mine was a group one. I think it was one of those 10 CDs for $1.
Okay.
So I had, the Columbia House Record House.
Yeah.
You'd buy 10 CDs for $1, and you'd buy like 3 within the next 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the actual it was a group of 10.
Can't remember
maybe.
which one. It might have been. It might have been like Bad English or Damn Yankees or something, but
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I remember buying. I didn't even have a CD player yet. I'm like, I can't listen to it, so I got to go and buy a CD. But because when the album when it came
$40
out,
I remember when they were talking about coming out with CDs. I remember you and I talking about I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get albums. I'm still getting the albums.
Cassettes.
yeah, because I was doing that too until
yeah, and
the
then-
Gary Moore album came out, and it didn't come out on an album at first.
Yeah, and then they
And you
started.
didn't have nothing to play it on.
Yeah, so I bought it.
You bought
like,
$40 worth of effing film, and you don't even own a camera. Well, there you go. She can't smell your qualification. Who wants her bread? That's hilarious.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, and they look nice. So they always sat nice on your shelf or whatever, however you put them up there. Peaches crates were great.
It was a ritual.
Yeah.
when you
It was
played
much
an
just
album.
get the album cover than it was just actually listen to the album.
yeah. Well, because
And like you guys were saying, you could dissect, look at you. Geez, what was the one, the Beatles ones, Sgt. Pepper. You could look at the thing for days and pick stuff out of there.
right, yeah,
Now, what wouldn't it have been cool if they would have put CDs in an album cover? They had the boxes. Why didn't they? I know it's taking up room, but the whole point of CDs was to be more compact. But maybe that would help sell CDs. I don't know.
or if it was in the size of an album.
You still put this regular, or make it a bigger. Maybe you make it, a little bit smaller, but put the CD. You could still put the CD in there in a sleeve, and then you could put all the liner notes on regular paper so old people can read them.
Yeah. Large print liner notes.
Yeah. I mean, because
No, I get what you're talking
CDs
about.
still take up room. I mean,
Yeah. But you're right. The liner note thing bothers the hell out of me because you're right. You're sitting there going, "What the hell is this?" And
Yeah,
you can't see them.
trying to get a magnifying glass.
Even
to hold-
sometimes with cheaters on, you can't see
yeah.
it.
You're holding
Some
it
of
up to the
stuff.
you're holding it closer to the light so you can see any wording or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had that problem with albums.
No.
No.
And the good thing, the reason why you listened to the whole album, because it took you that long to read everything that was in the album, because there was so much stuff to read and things like that. Which is the good part.
Then they had booklets in them too.
Yeah, some of them had booklets, yeah.
It was all for what you were paying, $6 back then for an album, sometimes $4.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good package you were getting.
$8 if it was a double album, like a live album or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I used to love the double albums because they'd have two inserts and you pull them out, like Ted's or even Aerosmith's got all the live photos and stuff in there.
Yeah.
That was really cool. You can kind of see the shows that they were taping and stuff or whatever for that tour and stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of got you close to the band a little bit and stuff.
Yep.
Did one of the Love Gun came with a gun, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a cardboard thing about like they fold it in half, and the theory was if you snapped your wrist down, the thing would come out and it would go bang.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I still got it. I don't think it's bangable anymore. I think the thing's ripped
Wore
in the
it
middle.
out.
Yeah, I just we got stickers one time. We got rub-on tattoos, booklets, which were kind of cool, like the little 8-page booklets and stuff.
Yep.
And of course, you got everything with merchandise. Join the Kiss Army and get the Kiss belt buckle.
Yep.
And it's kind of cool. The solo albums all had their own merch. So everybody had a jean shirt, a jean belt buckle, a jean whatever. You got Paul's. Paul's had a Paul thing. So they never mixed them all together.
Okay.
But if you took all 4 of the albums and pulled the posters out, they all put together like a puzzle. So you can make this one big puzzle.
Oh, okay.
I wonder when
But
they
the poster wasn't good. It was a cartoonish thing. It was
I wonder when they
nice
just
idea,
sold
but
all their
didn't.
stuff. They sold the naming rights and all that. I wonder if the solo stuff went with it.
It's under the Kiss banner.
I think it probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
they released them under the name of Kiss.
right.
Like
Yeah, it
Gene
was
Simmons' Asshole album, I don't think is. I think that was his solo album.
yeah,
Or
that
Paul
was-
Stanley's
yeah,
Live to
Paul's-
Win. That
Yeah.
wouldn't fall into that. That would
Right.
still be Paul's, I would
That'd be
think.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do. That company.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else? Any other pearls of wisdom?
No, not really. I think
I just felt that was I just was going through some old albums. Like, you know what? Album cover art.
Yeah.
This whole thing was.
I know. Yeah.
I'd like to hold it in my hands.
Well, like the thing with King Crimson's. What was it, In the Court or whatever, with the guy with the big face with his mouth open, you're looking down his throat, stuff like that. That was
You can't do that with a CD
No.
or a streaming little, thumbnail that they put on for those.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's
you know what it is? It's kind of like a magazine. I like magazines.
Yeah,
I could
books,
read. I could
books.
read. I could read it on my phone. I get that. I could read it on a computer. So I like to hold a magazine.
right.
So I guess that's makes us old.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
All right.
All right, Kurt. Wrap us up.
Wrap
Sing
us
us out.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
All right.
Nail
Well,
it down.
Thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to make a comment, you could always email us at themusicexamination@gmail.com. If you want to say anything, go right ahead. And
Go
this
ahead.
is
You got the right.
yes, and this has been this episode was.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? Okay.
We can't leave this without bringing it up because every episode we do.
Okay.
What was your favorite Dan Fogelberg album cover?
Oh,
Was it the one with his head on it?
Didn't they all have his head on it?
Yeah,
Pretty
they
much,
did.
yeah.
He's
Pretty
like Phil
much.
Collins.
yeah,
And Ray Charles.
Yeah,
Only,
well, no.
they zoomed in on Phil more than they did
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah, right, yeah. They would his shots would be a little bit further
Phil's
back.
whole head is
yeah, that would be the whole
every cover.
Yeah, except for the little corners because his head was round, it wasn't square, so it wouldn't fit into the.
Yeah.
But no, I'm trying to remember. It's
Did they have one with the drawing his head? They drew him on there or something.
there was a couple of them. There was a couple of the early ones. There was a couple of the early albums. There was one that was called Captured Angel or something, and it was kind of an angel thing. But if you looked, it was kind of looked like his face or
I
whatever.
thought you had the
something like
shirt for that one.
that.
No,
No.
You had a Fogelberg shirt too.
he
didn't
did
you?
have a
No, I
Dan
didn't.
Fogelberg shirt.
No, I didn't have a Fogelberg shirt.
Yes, you did.
You sure?
I did.
I know you did.
Yeah, okay.
I remember you wearing it in a trailer home.
Okay.
Now I know he had the Jackson Brown
Yeah, Dan
headshot.
Fogelberg.
Jackson Brown.
That, but I thought you had
Kurt
a
bought one
Fogelberg
of the
too.
only Dan Fogelberg shirts that were ever.
Now that's rare.
I think you got it at the Macomb Mall when they used to iron them on.
Right. Oh,
with
yeah,
the
the
thing
old-
to stamp them on.
Oh no! We all got shirts at one point from that.
Well, I think that's
we
right.
talked about that in the past. Kurt used to have an Aerosmith
Yeah,
one.
for Aerosmith's
And a
first
Dan
album.
Fogelberg.
And I had a Kiss Destroyer one, and we talked about how the fact that after about 10 washings, it just
Yeah, they were
puckered
rubber.
up,
It was
Yeah.
rubber.
and then turned into nothing. It was just a big plastic
Rubber.
decal you had on your shirt.
Yeah, it looked like all wrinkly.
I
Like
think you had
Yeah.
to keep on trucking one too.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, wrap it up.
All right. Well, this episode was recorded and engineered at Frederickson Studio. Like I said, if you want to leave us a message, go ahead. It was produced by, I guess, me probably. And
you.
You and you.
Produce
But,
anything.
all right, until you hear from us again.
Non-productive.
Yeah.
Don't produce
Until you hear from us again, have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day when we Mr. Rogers. Stay metal.
You know, wear your sweater next week.
You can't leave now. Who's gonna water the plants?